Hey guys, right here I have a 2013 Fiat 500 1.2 Lounge. And today I'm gonna make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here's the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. It does have a 5-speed manual. The Fiat 500 comes with an electric rack and pinion power steering system. Standard on the Lounge is a leather-wrapped steering wheel. There are two transmission choices for the 500 1.2. The choice is between a 5-speed manual as seen in this 500 or a 5-speed Dualogic automated manual transmission. To engage reverse, pull the catch up and push the lever all the way to the right and down. The base of the gear lever is covered in leather. 7 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, electronic stability control, traction control, hill hold assist, and tire pressure monitoring system are the standard safety equipments on the 500 Lounge. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, rear fog light, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The bonnet release is located to the left of the front passenger's footwell. Standard on the 500 Lounge is a set of 15-inch 18-spoke alloy rims. The rims on this 500 are wrapped in Michelin Energy Saver Plus 185/55 R15 tires. The brakes are ventilated discs in front and rear drums. The suspension consists of McPherson struts in front and a torsion beam setup at the back. The current Fiat 500 has been around since 2007. It is a 3-door hatchback with a design that pays homage to the original Fiat 500 that was manufactured between 1957 and 1975. While the original 500, also known as the Cinquecento, has a rear-wheel drive, rear-engine setup, the modern 500 has a front-wheel drive, front-engine setup. The modern 500 is designed to appeal to everyone, and as such, there are a wide variety of engines, colors, trim levels, and personalizable options to make it suitable to any individual. The new 500 also marks Fiat's return to the North American market after an absence of 27 years. The new 500 has been proven to be quite popular, as over 1 million units have been produced in the past 7 years. The 1.2-litre engine in this 500 displaces 1,242 cubic centimeters, and it does have an inline-4 layout with single overhead camshaft, 8 valves, and multi-point fuel injection. It produces 69 horsepower at 5500 rpm and 102 Nm of torque at 3000 rpm. 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 km per hour takes 12.9 seconds onto a 99 miles per hour or 160 km per hour top speed. The fuel tank has a capacity of 35 litres and the 500 1.2 gets a combined fuel consumption of 58.9 miles per gallon, which translates into 4.8 litres per 100 kilometers. 113 grams of carbon dioxide is produced per kilometer, and the 500 is front-wheel drive. The new 500 had a spectacular launch in the UK. It made its debut in one of the capsules on the London Eye at exactly 500 hours into 2008, which is 8 PM on 21st January 2008. Since then, apart from the staple trim levels such as the base pop and color therapy, mid-range lounge and top-of-the-line S, a number of special editions and new trim levels have been introduced. Petrol and diesel engines are also available, along with a choice of either a manual transmission or the Dualogic semi-auto. A full list of current 500 variants available in the UK will be listed out in the description box below this video. Exterior features of the 500 Lounge includes halogen reflector headlights, halogen daytime running lights, rear fog light, indicators on the front fenders, body-colored bumpers and side mirrors, chrome exterior door handles, and a chrome kit which includes chrome highlights on the front and rear bumper, window surrounds, and exhaust pipe. You do have your speaker down there, as well as some storage, and your mirror control. You do have some storage down there. And the driver's seat in this 500 comes with full manual adjustments. This bar down here controls your seat position. This one controls your seat inclination. And this knob right here controls your seat back. To access the rear, just locate this lever and pull on it. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. Right down here you do have your very simple aircon controls, temperature right here, different modes, recirculation, as well as your fan speed and air conditioning. You also do have the button to deactivate your start-stop system, as well as your rear defrost. Your powered window switches are located above the gear lever. Both sides are fully automatic in both ways. The 500 Lounge gets an integrated head unit with various media connectivity options, 6 speakers, and the Blue and Me system. It does have quite a decent sound system. Right on the left circle you do have your mute, volume, power, as well as switching between your CD or USB or auxiliary. You also do have your FM AM right here, 6 customizable stations, your sound system setup with your balance fader, bass and treble, preset equalizers and loudness. You do have your CD player right up here. It is MP3 compatible. Hit menu. You access your radio menu. There's no actual central locking button in this car, but if you do want to lock the doors, just push the handle in, and just like that the doors are locked. On the steering wheel, you do have your volume right here, switching between your different tracks or radio stations, switching between your different sources, your mute, as well as activating your Blue and Me system. Hit this phone button to access your Bluetooth telephone menu. It shows up on your multi-information display in the instrument cluster. Use the up and down arrows to scroll through. And to escape, just hit the mute button. If you want to select that particular menu within the Bluetooth telephone menu, just hit the source button. It also doubles up as an OK if as indicated by the small little words down below. On the left stop, you do have your light and indicator controls. And on the right stop, you do have your wiper and multi-information display controls. For your multi-information display, just locate the button right at the end of the stop. Right now, you do have your radio information, trip distance A, average consumption A, instant fuel consumption, average speed, elapsed time, and the same set of information just for a different trip meter. And you also have your range. If you locate these 3 buttons right down here, hit menu, you're able to scroll through your vehicle settings, date, time, automatic locking upon acceleration, language, units, volume, service information, daytime running lights, and all that. Without actually entering the menu, these 2 plus and minus buttons also act as your headlight level adjustment. And this button right here with the steering wheel activates your city mode, and it By activating this mode, it loosens up your steering, so it's better to drive in the city. Some storage down here. More storage down here with a couple of cup holders, power outlet, as well as your USB and auxiliary ports. And you do have a couple of cup holders for the rear as well. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, interior lights, and you do have a glass roof in this car. The glass roof portion doesn't actually open, but you do have a shade for it in case you do not want that much sunlight or light coming in. You do have a sun visor for this car on the driver's side. And if I've not mentioned before, the steering wheel is tilt only. You adjust it using this lever right here. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. Now there are a couple of ways to open up the rear hatch. There's the button on the key fob. Press it. And then just grab the whole thing up. But an alternative way is to locate the touchpad right beneath the 500 badging on the rear. And that also opens up the rear hatch. The boot in the 500 has a 185 litre capacity with the rear seat backs in place. Folding the rear seat backs down and removing the cargo cover increases the capacity to 550 litres. Underneath the boot floor is the vehicle's spare tyre and toolkit, and there is a light to the left of the boot that illuminates the area. You do have your speaker and some storage down there. And the front passenger seat does get manual adjustments as well. It just loses out on the seat inclination as found on the driver's side. It's the same method to gain access to the back. Just locate this lever and pull on it, and move the whole seat forward. Ideally, the back seat isn't for taller passengers. I'm actually about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall, and I do feel quite cramped back here. But you do get your single storage pocket on the front passenger seat back, and your rear speakers. You also do have a hook right up there. If you do want to fold down the rear seats, as shown earlier, there are buttons on each ends of the seats. Just push on them and fold the seats down. There's no glove box in this car, but you do get a small little storage hole right here. 500 badging on the dashboard. And you do have a sun visor with a vanity mirror and a light for this side. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2013 Fiat 500 1.2 Lounge. Thanks for watching and goodbye.